Hello everyone, my name is Anselino. I used the Procreate to draw this actor's face. Here I am going to draw the face of one of the very famous Hollywood actors named Mark Ruffalo. First, we create the base color for the face and hair. Then we start sketching the eyes, eyebrows, nose, mouth, moustache, and beard with a slightly thin color. After that, we refine the drawing of the eyes and eyebrows by thickening the shadows and lines to make them look more realistic. This looks easy but is actually quite difficult because the hairs on the eyebrows need to be outlined one by one to form a solid image of the eyebrows. Add shadows around the eyes, forehead, and nose to make the eyes and eyebrows look better. Next, we enhance the drawing of the moustache by creating short lines. This requires patience and precision to make the moustache and beard look more realistic. Enjoy every scratch while imagining the face that will be formed from each scratch. The black lines that form the moustache are used as the base color. Then continue by making lines under the lips that form a beard. Do it with great care so that the moustache and beard below the lips look solid and realistic. Also pay attention to the thickness and thinness of the moustache because it will affect the color and shape of the moustache, thus producing moustache and beard images that look more natural and similar to the original image. Drawing short, repetitive lines will feel boring if you don't imagine the image that will result from these simple lines. But if you keep focusing on those simple short lines, then it won't feel boring and will definitely form a moustache and beard image gradually. Then proceed to make the basic color of the moustache with short white lines. This method is used to draw gray hair in a person's beard. Also pay attention to the thickness and thinness of the beard so that it doesn't cover the entire chin area with white lines. If this happens, it will produce a less good image, so that the beard looks unnatural and not very similar to the original image. Do it slowly and follow the beard pattern. Do not cover all the white stripes with black stripes, but leave enough distance between the white lines and the black lines so that the color composition on the beard looks ideal. The distance between the lines will be very important because it will affect the color and thickness of the beard. The closer the distance between the lines, the thicker the beard will look and be black or white. Also pay attention to the thickness and thinness of the beard under the lips, because this will affect the overall composition of the beard on the face. Also use short gray lines to create gradients and shadows on the beard. Apart from that, it is useful for balancing black lines and white lines. Do it with utmost care and pay attention to the distance between the gray lines. Make sure the distance is not too close, because the line only functions for shadows. Then continue by emphasizing the color in the cheek and forehead area, especially between the forehead and hair. The drawing uses short, rather thick lines, and uses grey for the basic hair colour. Then use black lines to create strands of hair. Pay attention to the distance between the lines to create realistic strands of hair. Then add thin white lines to create a grey hair effect. Keep the distance between the white lines. Then add more black lines to show the hair strands. Also add black lines to the eyebrows and moustache to emphasize the color and shape to make it look more solid and realistic. Try to use thin black lines to emphasize the black color of the beard and moustache to create a good color composition. Do it carefully and slowly. Follow the beard and moustache pattern so that the color and shape look solid. Do this repeatedly until the black and grey hair on the moustache and beard look realistic. Also pay attention to the beard located near the neck. Try not to look thick so it looks better. Add thickness to the beard on the cheeks by adding thin black lines. Make sure the distance between the lines is not too close so that it doesn't cover the entire white beard. Trim the basic color of the black jacket and white shirt you are wearing. Make small details on the face look more solid and realistic by adding colors using a brush effect so that the face shape looks realistic. Use a slightly transparent black brush to create a shadow effect on the moustache. Use a grey line for the base hair color. Make curved lines to create wavy, slightly messy hair. Also add black and white stripes to differentiate between hair and grey hair. Even though this looks easy, if you don't follow the hair pattern, what will happen is that the hair will look unrealistic. So draw using lines following the hair pattern to create hair waves that look real. Pay attention to the black and grey hair. This will greatly determine the shape of the hair and the age of the human we draw. The more white stripes and grey stripes used, the older it will look. But the more black lines you use, the younger it will look. Because this actor is not too old, black and white should be used in balance. Use black streaks and white streaks as best as possible because they will affect the thickness and color of the hair. Clarify the shadow of the beard below the neck and add additional shadow on the collar of the white shirt to form a better structure and be clearly visible. Add black shadows to the hair to make the hair look more realistic. Also pay attention to the curved lines too. Follow the hair pattern so that it looks wavy and a little messy. Clarify the color and shading of the face and surrounding areas to create a solid color and look more similar to actor Mark Ruffalo's face. Draw the Palestinian flag and place it behind. Mark Ruffalo's face as a symbol of support for the Palestinian people so that the war there will end soon. Thank you so much for watching.